1 2 1 2. Now is it okay? Can you hear me now, guys? Yep. Okay, great, thank you so much. Apologies for earlier. So let me start let me start again by welcome everyone to this live market analysis here at MarketMindsMastery. So guys, on the Australian dollar, US dollar, on the daily chart, we said that I just said that the price enter at this area of support here. Now it's trying to make it its way lower. Let's see what's going to happen. And what I explained is that yesterday we were looking for the price to move into this area of the order block where we anticipate at resistance to see some sellers. Therefore, we would have been waiting for some price action to enter short, but the price didn't fill up all this gap here, and it just stops even lower than this inside support at this point. So I didn't get involved with that, to be honest. And the price then declined and it comes down to this area of support. Now, what is the significance with this area? The first, let's use this pen, I think it's easier. The first and format, the people who use this hammer, the traders who use this hammer, bullish hammer, to buy the market, they have their stop losses below this area. Okay, those who bought with this bullish engulfing, also their stop losses, they are below, under this area. Those, they maybe exit the market and they re-enter the market at this accumulation beginning of the week, they also have their stop losses underneath here. And those, they use this long leg doji candle to buy in this double bottom anticipation. Also, they do have their stop losses down there. So the market has a lot of stop losses underneath here. What is a stop loss, guys? When you are a buyer, the stop loss is a sell order. So if the price comes here, everything, it's gonna get activated as a sell stop order. Therefore, the price aggressively will decline. So let's see it a little bit down there now. If the price is gonna enter in this region, where is an order block, this order block here from this decline, then the price, it's gonna react in two ways. If this move to the downside will be aggressive and accumulation of sell orders with those, they want to play the breakout around the S1 support to the downside, and those, they also got stopped out because of the stop losses here, and the price will close below this weekly low that was an old week low. Then we're going to talk about a valid breakout. But if the price is going to tap in and then it's going to push upward, it's going to retrace back to the upside, then it's more likely going to give us some room to buy this one here, because we're going to talk about the false breakout. This is how you need to learn about the breakout and the false breakout, the valid and the false breakout. First, we have to understand what's going on in the market in terms of market participants. And I remember last Monday I have a coaching with a private coaching, and I was explaining the market. Actually, I was characterizing the market as a canvas which you constantly draw and create the art. You read the market, you read the price action. It's kind of an art activity because you constantly need to understand what's going on here. And this example I explained here on the Australian dollar, US dollar, that it's the reality of what's going on in the market. It's going to be something that I will also include in the course under the, I think under the Wyckoff's methodology, because it's the most powerful and most prominent way of trading here, guys. Next one, the price. We are on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the daily to see what happened yesterday. An inside candle preceded by a rapid decline early this morning. Price is sitting around this support now, the daily support, and also the previous week's low. So this weekly low at this point here, guys, can fuel some buying activity. Same scenario. Everybody bought around here. They're gonna either have their stop losses down there, or if they are in some profit up here, maybe their stop loss, it's gonna be at this somewhere here, whatever. But what we are interested for, it's if the price penetrates this weekly low, declines, moves lower, and it's gonna allow us to look for bearish opportunities. So far, I'm gonna be on the sideline waiting to see what's going to happen here, because there is another order block at this point here, but I won't take it as a valid order block. That's why I didn't mark it. It's simply because the market, after tapped into this weekly low at this point here, it didn't create a new market structure. It didn't create a higher high. And which one is the market structure, guys? The market structure, it's up here, it's this high there. And why is this high and not this swing high here? Let's zoom in and I will explain you why. Look at these two highs here. And this is a great educational and advanced market analysis for you. We calculate the market based on their swings. The swing high and the swing high formation, it's a candle that has a higher high from the left and right candle. So this candle here has a higher high from the left and from the right candle, whereas this candle here, it has only maybe an equal high or a higher high from the right candle, not from the left. So that's not a swing. That's not a swing high. That's just an inside candle. So for break of structure, this is not a swing in the market. It's this one here, up there. Okay, does it make sense? So I don't count this as an order block because it didn't create a market structure. This one I counted as an order block because it created a market structure. The price preceded this order block break below the low of this one here. Let's check the Great British Pound, or better, let's bring the calendar, because we had some significant news events. Today is Thursday, March 28. Retail sales, as you see here in Australia for the month of February, they expected to drop from 1.1% to 0.4%, and they dropped to 0.3%. And guys, learn that the market reacts based on the actual number compared to the forecast. Okay, not to the previous number, only compared to the forecast. That's why you see this in red, and you are wondering why. Maybe you wonder why it's with red, and yeah, that's a reason. I was about to explain you something else, but that's not for the webinar now. Retail sales in Germany minus 1.4%, forecasted to be minus 0.8%, and it came out as minus 0.7%. Okay. And also weakness on the euro, weakness on the Australian dollar, and Great British Pound 0.3%. Expectancy is to see deviation to not see any deviation, so 0.3% and 0.2% on the GDP maintained. Back to charts. Oh, and of course, what to expect later on. Later on, gross domestic product in the US, 3.2% is expected to remain the same, guys. Okay. And Great British Pound, the next one on the list, the price entered into this swing high that created this order block, and consequently it moved the price lower, creating a lower low from this low here. So we have a lower low. We have a MACD crossover. That means the sellers are still in control. The price retraced, moved upwards. It entered into this order block area here. On the 15-minute chart, it was an unbelievable entry a few days ago. And the market, it's fighting around these levels. Now, let's see if it's going to break under these levels and reaches this weekly low. Again, same scenario. I'm not looking to buy anything from this weekly low because we don't have any order block that created any significant market structure. But on the lower time frames, if you prefer, 15-minute chart, what do we see at this point here? It's a bit of a range, yeah. So on the 15-minute chart, the price, yes, has a massive order block here, another one there. So the price now is hovering around this order block. Now there is a gap created on the 15 minutes here. So if the price bounce off and move upwards, more likely it's going to come to fill up this gap here. So bullish opportunities can be seen around this level. If it's proceeded and move upwards, continue moving upwards, then this area here might going to be filled. Okay, but again, the momentum is to the downside. The volume is heavily pointing downwards. So let's see what's going to happen afterwards. USDJPY, I think it's another currency pair many of you are interested into it. Yesterday, bearish engulfing here at the all-time high around 151, 152 Japanese yen exchange on the US dollar. Bearish engulfing, guys. We do expect to see decline here on the 4-hour time frame. There is a lucrative order block created and it hasn't been filled yet. So this one here that I put it on the analysis early week, it got filled, price moved lower. But this one here, it's a new order block. This one here hasn't been created, it hasn't been filled up yet. So let's see what's going to happen. Also, this pattern here, this bearish candle followed by a couple of candles with small body, it's a bearish continuation candle, and it's more accurate when it found at during a downtrend. But now the price is at around this area of consolidation. Again, maybe it's going to move to the downside. Let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting as well. This one, let's check the US oil 4-hour chart. The price here hovered around on the weekly low around $80.29, and it bounced off from these low points. It moved upwards, now find some resistance here where we have our resistance. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm not really interested to trade this. Now the market confirmed a ranging activity on the 4-hour chart. On the daily, it's inclining, it moves upwards. We had a head and shoulder reversal pattern that at this point it failed. Okay, the price broke and closed above the neckline. It came down to retest this low, but it's a failed one. So that's from there. And the gold price on the gold is moving gradually upwards. Yesterday it was an inside candle. This bearish long leg doji candle with an upper shadow or wick didn't work out. The prices didn't decline afterwards, and yeah, so things they become a bit more interesting. If the price is going to continue moving upwards, it's going to break to the upside. Let's see what's going to happen today. Any opportunities on the daily on the 4-hour chart? The price created a kind of higher high here. Okay, so it can be seen as either an ascending, if we mark it this way, yeah, it's kind of equal highs, might be an ascending triangle on the 4-hour chart. And if we go down to the 15-minute time frame, maybe some opportunities will arise either at this point here, 15-minute order block, or if the price move downwards, bounce off this area that it clusters the resistance, the broken resistance, it's going to be support with the upward trend line. So that's the play for the gold. Guys, any other currency pairs? I usually going to cover the S&P 500, the DAX, and that's all for today. So S&P 500 still moves upwards. Yesterday, another bullish candle, so we are sitting at an all-time high area. Let's see if it's going to continue its upward move. From the gap filled around 50 to 60%, and price immediately straight shoot up to the upside. Now this is a continuation pattern again. If the price is going to stay within this bullish candle, we're going to might see a continuation to the upside. Be mindful that this order block here is extremely strong. The market also created another gap here. If you are interested to trade the S&P 500 later on, maybe on the hourly chart, you can see that the market has another gap here that it's likely going to get filled because it's on the lower time frames. And from this point here, some price action around these levels can help to enter long, stop losses somewhere there, and to go for a decent reward. DAX, another higher high, higher low, all the way to the upside. 4-hour chart, price to catch up these trades, guys, only with the 9-period moving average or 10-period moving average that sticks very close to the price to find the bounces. Because as you see, long bullish candle, long bullish candle, long bullish candle, we don't know where the price is going to correct it to. Maybe at this point here, that's a 4-hour time frame, I see this gap and I see this order block, or if it's going to break lower, I see this order block here. So let's see which one it's going to work out. Nasdaq, on the daily chart, the price filled up a little bit more of this gap. Let's see if it's going to enter into this 4-hour order block that created this impulsive move to the upside, and if the market it's going to come down, tap into here and move upwards. Plus be mindful, there is also another strong activity, strong market interaction all the way here into all these levels. So either you want to wait if the price will ever come here at the weekly low and then find some trades, or if you want to anticipate something within this area of this order block. Okay, guys, do you have any questions? And Bitcoin, after bouncing off the 69, 68, 500, that's the weekly high we marked on the analysis earlier this week. It moved upward. Let's see if it's gonna move all the way to retest the all-time high around 74,000. Okay, that would be interesting. On the daily chart, it looks like something like this. But yeah, the inverse head and shoulder pattern. No, it's easier to see it on the daily chart, like this one here. Price made a new low and then it made a new high and it moved upwards. Okay, so that's all from us today, from me. Guys, I hope you really find extreme value out of the webinar. And thank you for your support today. I see more participants on the live, and that's very encouraging because I do this for about 7 months now, with not many people participating, especially talking on during the webinar, writing things. and it's really helpful because it also gives me the understanding that you like the content. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, Friday, again the same time. Happy trading, everyone. Remember, if you need anything, visit our website to either book an introductory session, free, no obligations, nothing. Maybe you come on one-on-one coaching, you don't like how I approach it, you don't want to book any session with me, that's totally fine. And yeah, maybe you have just one question, that's okay, no problem at all. You are everybody, and every effort is welcome. Okay, thank you so much again, and for those that are going to see it on the recording later on, have a great day, and we will meet tomorrow here at the same time. Bye bye.